Welcome back to the highly anticipated episode 2 of Fifth Wheel Camper Reviews. Parker has been getting a lot of attention. People are asking him left and right, when are you posting again? Can we see another video? We're looking at buying a camper. What do we need? We need your help. So today, for episode 2, it's going to be all about Montana fifth wheels, and it's going to be specifically, correct me if I'm wrong, sir, 2025 Montana fifth wheels, right?
Yes. Now, some of the information may or
Parker
may not.
he did the best he could. He looked on Camping World, he looked on the website, the manufacturer's website, pulled all the facts possible, looked at a wide range of specifically prices for the nation as opposed to just one specific area. So you may need to check in your local area, but I think he did the best he could to give us the most realistic aspect of what it would be like to own this Montana fifth wheel.
Yes, some of the information may not be exact. I tried as best as I could to do it.
He did his best. He did his best, and that's all we have. And we're gonna get started with the first question. And that first question is going to be, what kind of price range are we looking at for these Montana fifth wheels?
So, the least expensive is about $91,000.
That's steep.
The most expensive is around $129,000. So we did find the most popular model is the 3231CK, and it costs around $102,000.
Man, those prices are not for the faint of heart. That's pretty expensive. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive, but
we're gonna get into the quality in a minute, right?
Yes.
Do you feel that based on those prices, they're fair?
Yes.
For what we're about to get into.
Yes.
Okay. So the next question does Montana have for 2025?
So for the 2025 models, they have around 13.
13 models? That's a pretty good selection.
For
pretty
2025.
Good. Now, what kind of length and what kind of weight are we looking at? From the low end to the high end, and then if you have any other data like the midpoint, or like what are we looking at?
So the shortest length for 2025 Montanas is around 35 feet 1 inch. The longest is 43 feet long. They have a weight from 12,530 pounds all the way up to 15,267 pounds.
Now, on that high end, is that typical for a fifth wheel, or is that a little high?
It's typical. Some fifth wheels, like toy haulers, can go all the way in the 20,000 pound range. They can get really heavy. So it's a mid-range for a fifth wheel.
Now, side question for the people at home who don't know, like me, who don't know anything about campers, can you have a fifth wheel toy hauler?
From Montana?
From Montana, for anybody.
Montana does not do toy haulers, but a lot of companies do toy haulers.
As a fifth wheel?
As a fifth wheel, yes. They make bumper pull toy haulers, but I always recommend fifth wheel toy haulers because of the space.
Good stuff. So a very important question I think a lot of people, specifically with families, are going to be asking is, how many people can these fifth wheels sleep, and how many slide outs are we looking at?
So the 2025 models can sleep from 4 people to 9 people. Now, I'm sure you could fit another person in there.
These are big fifth wheels.
And sometimes, like, the beds say they can fit 2, but they're big enough to fit 3. So, sometimes you can fit 3. Now, slide outs. The smallest model has around 3. And it can go from 3 slide outs all the way up to 6 slide outs on 2025 models.
Good fact. So, Parker, what kind of tank sizes are we looking at?
So, we're looking at now these are all like tank sizes. It can go from around 49 gallons to 88 gallons. Now those are freshwater, gray 1, gray 2, and sewage.
Black tank.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this is my favorite part of the videos. What are some of the cool features that Montana has? Some may be exclusive, some maybe that others have, maybe some options. I always like to ask about the countertops. I like to ask about what the bedroom looks like, what the couches look like, what the kitchen in general looks like. What are we looking at?
So, these campers have, on almost all of their models have full-size appliances. Now, the fridges are always full-size, I believe, and the microwaves are usually full-size. Sometimes, if you get a higher-end, nice model, sometimes you might get a dishwasher.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And
what do you do with it if you don't have a dishwasher? You just got a hand wash?
Hand wash, sadly.
Not for me. I'd pay for that option.
Yeah, same with me. So some of the cool features also are, like I said, full-size appliances. And Montana's come with a lot of storage in and outside. They have a ton of pass-through on the outside. They have a ton of just cabinets on the inside. We forgot to put this in there, but you need, for a truck size to pull this, you would need from a 2500 F250 or F350 3500 or F450 4500. Sorry there.
What about like an F-150?
Too small.
Chevy Silverado 1500.
All 1500s or F-150s are too small.
What about a Ford Ranger?
Oh no.
Just had to ask.
And now, for like some of the bigger models, you could do a dually. Like you could do that and it would be okay. It'd just give you a lot of extra power and stuff. Anything else we need to talk about, sir?
I think that's pretty much it, sir. I would say that we are just so excited to have episode 2 out, specifically for the Montana fifth wheel. It seems like a pretty good camper, and I think, Parker, you probably agree that if they liked everything they heard, and that kind of fits them, maybe they should get one.
Yes, I agree with him. So, Montana is a really nice, high-end fifth wheel.
Should be for those prices.
Yes. People full-time live in them. I see a lot at other campgrounds going camping. I see a lot of Montanas on the road, just all models and all years. That's what made me do this video second, is because I see a lot of Montanas and I figured a lot of people would watch Montana reviews. In the first video, I did Arctic Wolf because that's what we own as a camper to go out camping. And I really like Arctic Wolf, so for the first video I wanted to do Arctic Wolf. And then I think we might do Cougar for our third video. I'm not sure yet.
Let us know in the comments.
Yes.
If there's another one you want to see, or if you want to see Cougar.
Yeah.
Let Parker know. Parker always looks at the comments.
Yes.
He's very aware of the YouTube comments. He will respond to you too.
Yes.
He tries to. He's a busy guy. When he has time, he tries to.
Yep.
So I would just wrap it up, Parker, and say that, thank you for watching. Parker loves making the YouTube videos. Feel free to subscribe. If you like the video, leave a like. And, let us know in the comments how many episodes you want us to make for this series. Because Parker's also going to expand into some other aspects of camper life for the channel.
Yes.
And we don't want to give it away yet, but he is looking at it.
Yes. I think to wrap it up, guys, the camper is a good brand. If everything discussed fits your needs, I think you should guys get one. And please subscribe, leave a like. If you have any questions, comment below. If you did not see our first video on Arctic Wolf, I recommend you go check that out. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you have any questions about it.
Yep. And we have a special visitor who would like to say goodbye to the YouTube, Mr. Gizmo. So if you like it, please subscribe for more Gizmo, and leave a like for Parker.
Yep. Thanks, guys. Our channel's RV'ing with the Radcliffes. See you guys next time on episode 3.